who will you choose, Jondella or Sammy? It's up to you which mode will win in this Roblox battle. Part 2 of the Bean update in Grove Garden. Details about the collaboration and what the developers will give us for wearing the Bob skin. And also the admin event has been postponed a bit. Let's make a record number of likes under the video. Please like and subscribe and we'll move on. Yo, dear friends. There's even more information now about the update in Grove Garden and about all of this in general. Guys, look what I have. Here's the information I have next. First of all, as you can see, I have absolutely nothing. So I typed Bean, but I don't have, let's say, what I need. So what are we going to do now? Now we're going to approach this person whom you all know very well. Put on this skin, just press the OK button, and we've changed outfits. Now we have infinite Ps and this infinite P boombox that I showed you yesterday. However, some people didn't get them yesterday. Guys, what should you do if you didn't get these items? First of all, don't panic. First, remove your current avatar because honestly, the first time I tried, I didn't get the items either. Just remove your avatar, re-enter, and press OK. If your avatar doesn't apply right away, like it happened to me, just restart the game and don't change anything, and then you'll also receive all these items. Just type bin in the search and you'll get, first of all, the bin speaker and the bin sword. What does this give us? We equip the bin sword and we get these kinds of things. Honestly, it's pretty cool, but it won't always work. Although, actually, I don't know, maybe it will always work. Well, more precisely, these items only work when you have this skin. And if you remove it, for example, I had equipped this skin before and now I put it back on. As you saw, I applied this skin again and now these items appeared, but before that, as you saw, they weren't there. So guys, they only work when you have this exact skin equipped. If you add or remove even a single item, these rewards won't be added. But it's up to you to decide. First of all, I want to listen to what this speaker gives us. Damn, there's some event happening and some extra music started playing. Well, let's listen. Bin 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 bin. Honestly guys, I'm shocked. It just says bin bin bin. Or rather bob bob bob. That's how it is. And honestly, I have to say, it's actually pretty cool. I'd like to log on to the servers and see what we get. Well, to see how the players react, although they already know perfectly well. But I'd also like to talk in more detail about the main thing. Let's go back to the official Grove Garden page in Roblox. Admin War. That sounds so loud, it's just crazy. It translates as Admin War and Administrative War plus Bean Talk Part 2. Yeah guys, I was absolutely right in the last video. So basically we're going to have an update, Part 2 of Bean Talk. I'll tell you more about it, by the way, also a little secret information. First of all, it's an Admin War. Yes, here we have a picture of the Admin War, and it says War Against Administrative Abuse. Join the game on Saturday at 10 AM Eastern Time so you don't miss the crazy admin insults with epic sky weather. After that, the update will bring an expanded Beanstalk event with new obstacles and more valuable rewards. Play in addition to the Beanstalk event, explore and discover new materials added to the garden guide, as well as unlock new seeds, pets, items, weather, new features, and much more. Keep an eye on the events so you don't miss out on these fierce emojis. Check it out. Here's what it's all about. I've got this one, look, a little green pea, and I don't know, maybe the whole video will be like this. So let me explain the situation. The event is going to be moved a little bit, so here are the details. And yes, the event will actually take place at 5 PM Moscow time. It's just that for some reason it said insults there, though I don't know. Maybe it was just a joke. And guys, I wasn't kidding when I said this is really a collaboration. So guys, some people think it's actually a war. No guys, it's not a war, it's a collaboration like concerts in Fortnite. Only here, it's going to be things like this. So guys, you know what I'm saying? I think this is the best collab, the best admin abuse ever. Because before, well, I used to say that the best abuses were when we had a collaboration with the American football player. And back then I said nothing could top that. Turns out it can be topped, and by a lot. So this is the loudest, the best collaboration, and all of Roblox is getting ready for it. I even have a few memes that say Roblox servers just won't be able to handle the influx of players because, well, that's how it is. So guys, I recommend you put your P skins on right now. Guys, let's watch Jondell's TikTok, which I have no idea what he's talking about there, but in the end, let's watch it together.
Yo, people keep asking me why I declared war on Steal a Character. It's not because me and Sammy are friends. He used to actually work on Grow Garden, but then he started running admin abuses and Steal a Brain Rot, and I just felt like they weren't super original, like he was kind of copying us. I actually don't mind when other games on Roblox run admin abuses, because from what I've seen so far, they've all been pretty unique and kind of in their own lane. But something about Steal a Brain Rot, I don't know, just doesn't sit right with me. So this Saturday, I'm gonna cook Sammy and get my revenge.
So he's saying he wants to teach someone a lesson for stealing something, abusing his admin rights, basically, to put it simply. But really, they're just goofing around, that's obvious. They're just creating a news hook, making a conflict out of nothing. At the same time, they're not actually fighting, that's the whole point. Don't think that they're really having a conflict there. They just want to have fun, they want to do a collab this way. And what else is there to say, right? Probably what Jondell meant was that Sammy stole the whole theme of these admin reviews. Like every Saturday we have John Dell or someone else showing up, handing out all sorts of cool stocks, that kind of thing. So I guess that's what he meant, that he stole all of that. Well, we'll see. And what else did I want to do for you? To show you some information from the Discord server from the developer John Dell and a few other devs. As you can see, they also duplicated the information here about the admin war, all that stuff, blah 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 and so on. And here, John Dell wrote the following message. Scammer Sammy will find out this weekend what the power of Grove Garden is, Scammy Spider. Well, basically this means that they're just joking around, and Sammy says a lot of bad things about John Dell, but in reality, they're saying it in a friendly way. So that's just how it is too. Some people actually believe that they're doing all this out of spite. But no, of course not. They're not doing it out of spite. They just signed some paper or something and bam. They decided to do it this way just to make it, so to speak, official, to make a big deal out of it, so that all the games would get more players online. We'll be conducting the admin check an hour later than usual. That is, the admin abuse check. Scammy Sammy is doing his best to outmaneuver us, but we'll meet him on his turf and show him why Gag is on top. So, roughly speaking, Sammy is making a few jokes, although it's not actually Sammy, but John Dell, while Sammy himself is keeping a bit of a low profile. But guys, we know that Brainrot is slowly catching up to Grove Garden in terms of peak online players. Guys, yes, the power of Brainrot is slowly catching up to Grove Garden's peak online numbers. And what I want to say is that, as a result, the war will be almost fair. That is, maybe some people are for Sammy and some are for John Dell. Honestly, on TikTok, I see that most people are voting for Sammy, supporting Sammy the most. But I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Honestly, I'm on the neutral side. I used to root for John Dell. That is, when I heard this news, now I thought, damn, both games are good, both games are not bad. So it turns out they're just games. Grow a Garden, it would seem, is just about growing plants, and Brainrot's style is just like from Brainrot's, but it turns out there are these admin abuse events that are just mind-blowing, they're of cosmic quality. It's just, well, you can only imagine how much effort, how many nerves it takes to make such animations, such effects. It really deserves respect, honestly. And that's why they're really made at a high quality level. Also, here we see this information from Brainrose Sammy that this Saturday we'll have X16 likes for free on all servers. As for exactly when, we'll probably find out when the update actually happens, but most likely it'll be an hour before the update itself in Brainrot. And the update will be, let's see, I already forgot when. Their update is also at 050 MSK, which is 1700 hours. So their update is exactly the same. Let's see what comes out of this in the end. And please write which team you're rooting for. I'm just curious to know the numbers. Like, is it an equal number, or do more people root for Sammy, or do more people root for John Dell? Personally, once again, I'm saying that I'm on the neutral side. Let's talk about the Grow Garden update. We've read that there will be new biomes, all sorts of cool new features, new seeds, and so on. And that's really the case. As an official YouTuber for this game, I have access to the test server. To be honest, I can't share a lot of info, but I can say that not much has really changed there. It's only Thursday today, and guys, the test server gets updated pretty much as new features are added. For now, we've just added one function. This feature, I don't know, it's not even a new feature, it's just a feature for updating. But in fact, let me just say, well, new crafts will be added right away. What exactly? I don't know. But the crafts, I would say, are pretty overpowered. And honestly, I know they're going to add some pay-to-win stuff, and I'll say right away that they're going to add a few pay-to-win features. Probably not everyone will like that, but I'll say this. They've always added one pay-to-win feature with every update, and another one they added just once, but nothing really changed because that pay-to-win thing doesn't actually matter. You know, if you're smart, you'll figure it out, you'll get what the deal is, guys. But I'll put it this way, by pay-to-win, I mean the stuff they add to the shop. Here, they might remove most likely this chest because it's been here for a long time already, and we have this kind of forever pack here. By the way, guys, if there are rainbow plants in the forever pack, I'll definitely post about it on my Telegram channel, so make sure to check out the Telegram channel because recently there were 3 super seeds available for a total of just 100 Robux. In other words, there were 3 super seeds in a row, and those who managed to buy them got them. From those super seeds, I planted peas for myself, just so you know, and I also planted, what is it, grape? How do we translate that? Grapes, and also rainbow tomatoes. So, rainbow grapes, rainbow tomatoes, and the golden beanstalk, the golden bean, in honor of the fact that during the bean event, I got that one. That's why, guys, I highly recommend joining the Telegram channel. Every day I post all sorts of news and contests there and things like that. Well, guys, what else I wanted to say about the update specifically? The fact is, nothing at all has really changed. Honestly, I wasn't really impressed with the update. Yeah, maybe they'll add something else later, but for now, it's just Thursday. On Thursdays, the developers are just starting to add things, just starting to do something. And by the way, they're going to add something to the good book, meaning the book that was added in this update. Maybe they'll add something interesting there. But honestly, I can't say exactly what. Well, I can say that maybe there will be more info on Friday. I'll share more info in the Telegram channel. And also, by the way, on Saturday, there will be some really big news, some really crazy stuff. Everyone come join us. We're really looking forward to seeing you. And basically, that's all I could tell you for now. By the way, I can show you a cool thing. Well, not just a cool thing, but an interesting concept that I really wish they'd add, because honestly, if they did, it would make my life so much easier, just so you know. It's a menu like this with a private server setting. So if you're on a private server, you can kick a player, you can change your speed. But of course, that's not really something I'd want. Like, it would be enough just to be able to kick a player. You could set the weather for yourself, although it says here that mutations won't be added. You can lock or unlock the server. Okay, free camera would be totally OP too. Seriously, free camera, just flying around with Shift plus P for those who don't know. Free camera lets you fly around, look at things, take pictures, all that stuff. It would be really cool to add that. And guys, I read the comments from the last video and I threw all the cool ideas into the chat. Some people added, some gave me a check mark, some gave me a guest badge. But still, guys, some of your ideas, some of your comments got approved and maybe they'll actually be added. So guys, write down what new features you'd like to see in Grow Garden in the brain rot style. Of course, you can write those too. But if you want, you can write to me, you can write directly to John Dell, or you can write directly to Sammy. So write to them on Discord, leave comments for me, just write everywhere. If you have an interesting idea, I'm ready to support it myself and actually send it to the developers. That's why I'm always for the community, always for the game. Write if you need anything. And thank you all guys for watching this video. Thank you. Good luck to everyone. Bye bye everyone.